Hi, Chris.
Yes.
Hi, this is Anthony, Crinta's son.
Oh, yeah. How are you, Anthony?
This is Chris Marr. He's a defense attorney in Putnam County, New York.
Yeah, I'm going to
We called
Westchester
him,
right now.
asking him about cold case files. We never thought there would be something in such a small town with such a low crime rate.
There is a cold case in Putnam that is called DiPippo, D-I-P-I-P-P-O. His first name is also Anthony, so you guys have something in common.
Just to be clear, that's the only thing we have in common. I'm not a murderer.
Anthony DiPippo was accused of doing some unspeakable crimes, murdering a 13-year-old girl back in 1994 on Fields Lane in Carmel. After he was convicted, spent the better part of 25 years in prison. His mother married a very wealthy man, which adds something to the intrigue, I think. Helped Anthony DiPippo finance a third trial, eventually get out of state prison when a judge determined that there was not sufficient evidence that a jury should have convicted him. So at this point, this young 13-year-old girl, her crime remains unsolved. It is a cold case.
You're about to hear a news report from just last year.
A Putnam County man says he's saddened but not angry as he sits down to reflect after 20 years in prison for a crime the courts now say he did not commit. CBS 2's Lou Young has the exclusive from Carmel.
Did you kill Josette Wright?
Absolutely not.
That was Anthony DiPippo, the suspect.
He went behind bars as a 19-year-old troublemaker, but insists he was never the killer they said he was.
You were picked up because you were one of the usual suspects, right?
DiPippo's own defense lawyer said, quote, he was involved with buying drugs, selling drugs, but this crime is on a totally different planet, unquote.
The main witness against him was a former girlfriend who said she witnessed the attack, but the jury didn't buy it.
What I find to be a very fascinating subject, it was routine in the courts throughout the country, Anthony, that if a guy like me sat in a witness box in front of a jury and said, that guy committed the murder because he told me, juries would convict the guy all day long. Today it ain't like that. Forensic proof and DNA and that whole science that didn't exist at all when I got out of law school.
The Putnam County District Attorney, though, isn't backing down. He insists not guilty is not the same as innocent.
I was disappointed in the verdict. I'm confident we prosecuted the right person, and we just have to live with the verdict. There's nothing we can do about it.
You don't believe there's another killer?
No.
I asked DiPippo if he was angry about the 20 years he spent behind bars.
No. I should be. I'm saddened by the fact that I lost a significant portion of my life, but I look forward to what I have left, and I'm going to make the most of it.
Chris knows DiPippo from the past. They used to be neighbors.
I was never a big fan of DiPippo. I knew DiPippo from the community. He was a local criminal.
Someone who's never done anything that I know of that's positive, only negative, is going to have any consideration, any semblance of freedom at all.
This is Susan Wright, Josette's mom.
The only small satisfaction I would have is to have him not have any freedom.
I had my questions about DiPippo, because aside from everything else, DiPippo was a real smug guy. His mother got very lucky and married a very wealthy guy. Otherwise, DiPippo really would still be in jail. The very wealthy guy said, honey, whatever you want. And she said, I want you to get my kid out of jail. Out of prison. Probably spent over $1 million. And I was in the courtroom the second time DiPippo's case got tried when the jury came in and found him guilty. DiPippo's family said, it don't matter. We're going back for another one, man.
For 20 years of my life, I was, treated as if I was a very dangerous person. I know I wasn't a dangerous person, but the system, I guess, institutionalized me, and in that sense, I do feel nervous when I'm out in public.
When I read those stories about some guys spending, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years in a prison, I find myself saying, how the hell in my career as a lawyer has that happened anywhere, much less in New York?
The victim's mother and her family were here. What do you say to them?
They're angry at the wrong people.
Not right now. We don't want to go into that area.
But just the feelings about him?
Right. It was a tragic thing, and I couldn't imagine how bad it was for them all these years. I pray for them, and I hope they can find some semblance of peace. That's it. No further comment.
Okay. Thank you very much.
She deserved her life, her freedom. He does not.
She's now lived without a verdict and her daughter for over 20 years.
My only consolation always was that he was locked up, and now we don't have that. And she doesn't have that.
TePippo was acquitted 3 times over the course of 25 years. TePippo is now a free man and can't be accused again because of double jeopardy.